No, you did good. You did good. Let's try and find some time that we can get together. Yeah. All right, call Paladino for governor, Tony Mele for Congress.
Say that again?
Call Paladino for governor, Anthony Mele for Congress. The governor is going to need a good congressman to work with in the Congress in the 7th Congressional District. And as your congressman, I'm going to need a good, solid, honest governor to work within the state to implement the common sense approaches it's going to take to bring jobs back to this state. It's all about jobs, jobs, and jobs. We have a government that's addicted to kleptomania. They're overspending, overtaxing, and overreaching into our lives. So we need a governor to go in and bring some common sense into Albany, and we need a congressman to go into Congress and bring some common sense to represent all the people of the 17th Congressional District. This is the way it gets done. We came up through the petition process. We represent the people. And this is going to be beyond political parties. The people have had it. They have had it with excuses. They have had it with the name game blame. They have had it with the agachas. They want results. And we are watching businesses run out of this state and run out of this district like in unprecedented numbers. Unemployment is staggering. Whatever the percentages are on the statistic, it's 100% to the person without a job. And that is unconscionable. And I believe that for my next 2 years and Carl Paladino's next 4 years, between the two of us, we can reverse that trend with some common sense business and doing the people's business, and the people back us up. Press, give us a chance. Give us a fair break.
So, Mr. Mele, what do you think about Mr. Paladino advising? What do you think about Mr. Paladino advising all undocumented?
Wait.
What do you think about Mr. Paladino advising all undocumented and leaving the state as fast as they can?
Take care, guys.
Thanks, Bonnie. I'll be talking. I'll give you a buzz.
Okay, you guys go ahead, move on. Are we ready? I don't answer anything you want. I have a position on all of that.
Pero ¿qué le parece que el señor Paladino diga que los indocumentados tienen que salir del estado lo más rápido que puedan?
What he said was is that the law on the books should be.
No. He told me. He advised undocumented immigrants.
If you want to answer the question for me, don't ask me the question.
I'm asking you to react to what he said.
No.
He just said.
Babe, you want me to answer, right?
These questions, sir. He said undocumented immigrants should leave the state as fast as they can. What's your reaction to that? That's my question.
My reaction, my common sense approach, right, to the whole community is if you have enough sense, when you leave your house, every New Yorker, when they leave their house, they lock their door. Every New Yorker, when they park their car, they lock their car. It is not an anti-immigrant policy to have national security or border security. So it is a matter of law enforcement. It is unfair to every one of our immigrant forebears who came here legally and did the same policy to be here. So we either have a policy or we don't have a policy. What I heard Mr. Paladino say in plain English was that he would enforce the law and that everyone should obey the law. Do not give the impression that the Latino community are lawbreakers. The Latino community respects the law, and we respect the law among ourselves, and we respect the law among others. So we are law-abiding people. We might be humble people, we might be poor people, but we respect the law.
So you would advise undocumented immigrants, like Mr. Paladino just did, to
as your congressman,
as far as they can?
You're trying to trap him.
It's okay. I'm a big boy.
You put the words in Paladino.
No, I didn't.
I heard you standing right there.
Déjame explicar. I'm a big boy. It's okay, because I'm here to take the hit. I'm here to take the hit.
There's no hit. I was asking you to react.
I'm running for Congress of the 17th Congressional District. I have a lot of support in the Latino community. You know what's going on in the Latino community with the abuse of those who are illegal and undocumented? The abuse is coming from within the community. How many stories have you reported about women who are sexually abused for threat of being thrown out? A threat for being rolled out, that they have get sexual favors. All right? How many stories have you reported of that? That's right. How many stories have we heard about the abuse of the workers who are decent people? The day laborers, right? The day laborers out there, and then as soon as they get paid, how many of the gangs go and abuse them and take their money from them and are fearful that they cannot go to the police? This is the abuse that they are sustaining. They need a congressional representative to help protect them from that. We need the media like you, sir, to report that. This is what's going on. These are decent people. Now, as you know, I'm a national security expert. Okay, I've earned my stripes. And what's going on in our southern border is not that there's a lack of immigration policy, there's a lack of enforcement of immigration policy.
Yes.
What's going on in the southern border is a drug war. We're all New Yorkers. We know what happens when two drug gangs fight for a corner to sell their drugs. Imagine what's going on when we have two large drug cartels fighting for the southern border to have drug traffic over the border. This is what's going on. The people that are coming over the border, they're being used as mules. We read how many stories on the other side of the border. And then we have to report this. This is very serious. How many stories we hear about on the other side of the border where the family, your wife, your mother is taken hostage, and they come to you, sir, and they come within an inch of raping your mother or your wife in front of you. And just stop short of violating her and tell you, you will take this over the border or else. What would you do? What would any Latin man do? So this is what's going on. They come to this side of the border and they say, when you go to that side of the border, you will send this money to us every week or else. This is what's going on. The only way we can protect these people is with the law. They have to come to us for the protection. So we have to really tell the truth about what's really going on to solve the problem. As you know, I'm a crisis manager. I know how to solve this problem. We need to bring these people into our protection, and we can help them to do so. So what we're talking about doing is, let's try and come up with a common sense approach on how to protect these people, enforce the law that we have on the books, because if we don't enforce the policy, there's no policy. If we don't protect the border's unprotected. And there's no way to protect an undocumented worker or undocumented human being, okay, that is outside of the system and afraid to come to protection because they're afraid to go to the police to tell them what's going on. So we are the Latin community, and we better protect our own because, as you see, no one else will.
Your name again, please?
My name is Anthony Mele, and I'm running for the 17th Congressional District. Anthony Mele, el 17 Distrito de Congreso, por favor.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Pleasure.
Thank you very much.
And he makes a lot of sense.
Can we talk?